Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Ill Will. I'm out here in Capitol Hill doing my vlog today. We're going to talk about 5 tips that, these aren't the 5 tips. These are 5 tips that you can use to actually stay motivated with your photography. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's get into number 1. Number 1 is try to create something new every day. It doesn't have to be always pictures. It can be poems. It can be some type of literature. It could be drawing. It could be a model airplane. You just have to learn how to create. And once you diversify your creativity, it's going to be easier for you to create just one thing. So with that being said, the first one is create something new every day. We'll go to point 2. I just had to leave Likelihood. Trying to get a job at Likelihood. They got space for a photographer and a creative director. So if y'all follow Likelihood here in Seattle, go ahead and reach out to them, man. Tell them to hire your boy Ill Will, man. Need a job. But anyway, let's go ahead and go on to point number 2. So, point number 2, try different types of photography. Sometimes I find myself stuck with digital photography just because it's a little bit easier. I have the equipment. It's just what I started and that's what I know. But sometimes you have to change it up. You can switch up to film photography and not even just the type of photography as far as like the equipment. You can change the style of photography. So I do street photography, but a lot of people know me for doing portraits, product photography, and some things, cosplay photography, boudoir. So just to keep it interesting and keep it simple, just switch up the types of photography that you do. Once you open up your mind and challenge yourself, it actually makes photography more fun and you're motivated to do it a lot more often. Alright, so let's talk about point number 3, and that is collabing. I kind of struggle with collabing a little bit, I ain't gonna lie to you. And the only reason I struggle with it is because sometimes it's tough trying to find somebody to collab with. You kind of want it to be beneficial for both parties. You want it to be beneficial for you, you want it to be beneficial to them, and you just want something positive to come out of it for both parties. So I like collabing with fashion people, fashion influencers. Big example is Richard Meharry and Endurance, curator of Cool. If you're a fashion influencer or a model, you definitely need a photographer. So that collab made sense for both of us. And so that's why I actually did that collab. But sometimes I do collab with boudoir photographers, even though that's not my thing. I'm kind of good at it. Portrait photography also, I'm not the best, but I actually do very good work, and that all came from collabing. So that's tip number 3, is get out there and collab and actually just try something new, man, with people. Do something, step out of your comfort zone, and that's what collabing is all about. All right, so now let's talk about point number 4. Point number 4 is tough as well for me. Probably about as hard as point number 3. Just doing it, but not for the business. Keeping business out of it. That is one of the hardest things to do. Sometimes you have to do it for the art. You have to remember why you did this thing in the first place. Money was not like one of the issues in the first place. It was just one of those things like, I don't know, like photography, you have to remember what it was like when you first did it. It was just going to a location, finding something beautiful, taking a shot. And sometimes we lose sight of that. And when we lose sight of that, we also lose the motivation for doing photography, because we can't remember like why we even did it in the first place. So that's the big thing. Just make sure you remember why you did it, and just get back to doing it for that reason. That's just for the love of photography and the love of the art. So that's point number 4. And here we are in Cal Anderson Park. Here we're going to be talking about point number 5, the final point for today, and that is just supporting other creatives. The one thing about supporting other creatives is it can help you. Sometimes if we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube all the time, and it just seems like you're not getting the love that you think you deserve. You're putting firework up all the time, and nobody's actually supporting you. Well, yeah, that kind of sucks, but you shouldn't have to focus all of your energy on just doing that. As much energy as you put into actually supporting yourself, trying to promote yourself, you should put that same energy into supporting other people. And supporting other creatives also makes you feel good. It just gives you that feel-good attitude, like when you do a community service. It's that same like enlightenment that you get. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave it there. Those are my 5 tips for creating more motivation for photography. If you don't already, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the follow, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Got a lot of work coming. And with that said, it's your boy Ill Will, and I appreciate you. Y'all stay blessed and get out there and create.